Breaking right now, an on-air crisis at GB News after one of its main contributors revealed live on air, or at least claimed live on air, that Doria Ragland had indeed gone to prison, which would suggest why she abandoned her daughter Meghan Markle for all of those teenage years, allowing her to be raised solo by her father Thomas Markle, who remains stricken in hospital, having been ditched by both women. Now, remember, this is an accusation that has at least been heavily hinted at before, including by Tom Bower, who wrote the book Revenge on Meghan's previous life. At the same time, exactly what went down has been shrouded in secrecy. But Carol Malone just decided to go there on GB News, leading to an astonishing on-air confrontation with her left-wing Meghan Markle supporting rival. I need you to do something for me right now. It is free, it is easy, it is simple. Just hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video haven't done that yet. It's like everyone's freaking out because like potential truth bombs are being dropped here, there, and everywhere. But
maybe that's why she brought up the king's prostate, to try and change the conversation quickly.
Exactly, and it's also like he doesn't really, you know, he's made it clear he doesn't want anyone to know the details of his cancer treatment. Yeah. So, Doria, are we ever going to find out the truth, Tash, about what she got up to? Of course, both Lady Colin Campbell and Samantha Markle on special episodes here on Outspoken have revealed a lot about what was going on during those years, which did seem to include at least the proximity to drugs. What do you make of this new on-air claim?
Oh, I've got to be careful here, Dan. But I think it's obvious that Doria was away for a large amount of time, which would be consistent, say, with a prison sentence. I've also heard stories over the years that she joined a hippie commune, which is also believable when you think of Doria. She looks like someone that would be a hippie. She just decided she didn't want to be a mum anymore. You know, you do read stories like this. I mean, as I said, it's clearly obvious that she was away for a length of time. She does seem to have been around her daughter when she was younger, and then she got back involved when Meghan was an older teenager. You saw her at her graduation. So there is a big gap in between that I think would have been consistent with that. But at the moment, you know, it's speculation. I don't think it's going to be revealed because I think if it is true, it would have been covered up. I can't remember, but I'm pretty certain that when these rumours first started circulating, they said that for Doria to have been flown over and been inside the royal palaces and being treated as a member of the family, if she had a criminal conviction, there's issues there. So I honestly don't know. There's so many stories that go around regarding this woman, but someone's obviously not telling the truth. And it seems there has been quite a big cover up. If she'd have joined a hippie commune, I think we would have heard more about it. I think there has been some sort of a patch job because it wouldn't have looked good, the new Duchess of Sussex. Her mother's an ex-jailbird. So I think there has been obviously tweakage of people's information, but I'm not sure we're ever going to find out.
And I think probably the same applies to claims about a Meghan Markle sex tape. I mean, there have definitely been like topless pictures and some naked pictures and videos, which I had been shown in the past, which were part of that leak. But now an older clip is going newly viral, Tash. And this is from Kevin Blatt, a celebrity tape broker. And it is from the Your Mom's House podcast, where he describes, or at least claims, to have received a call in 2018 from a woman saying that she possesses a 4-year-old sex tape of Meghan about to marry a prince. So, of course, the implication is that it's Meghan Markle, although there is no confirmation of that. And it alleges that the tape involves oral sex filmed by a Florida photographer.
I have seen that clip. I remember that clip actually going around, I think, the first time round. It's possible, isn't it? Of course, Meghan doesn't come across that she's been a shrinking violet her whole life. There are photographs which are not doctored, as far as I am aware, with her being on yachts. There are photographs that I've seen as well where she, these aren't the ones. There are some ones where you can quite clearly see it's AI, but she is on yachts with other beautiful young women. One of them happens to be Epstein's former girlfriend. There's a couple of photographs because they all knew each other. So yes, is it possible there's something like that out there? Absolutely. Again, do I think that Meghan has had help covering up certain things from her past when she got involved with the royal family? Yes, I would imagine so. Are we ever going to find out the truth? I don't know. It depends who covered it up. But yes, I wouldn't be surprised. And that's not just because of my dislike of Meghan, but I think it's from what I understand of the parties she used to frequent, the sort of people she used to hang around with. I mean, Soho House is definitely a place for young, beautiful people to meet older, richer executives, people, if you scratch my back, I can scratch yours, that sort of, not all Soho House, but it's obviously a place where things like that do go on. So I wouldn't be shocked. But again, I don't think we're going to find out the truth. I think that's been locked away in a box somewhere with a key alongside whether Doria Ragland has done prison time.
Now, Tash, the figures are in, and we knew it was going to be bad, but they are worse than bad. Thank you to the Salty Duchess for this, who's always done great work. Look at this, Tash. Launch day for With Love Meghan the Holiday Special, number 171. We're raised up ever so slightly for day 2, number 142. But the Salty Duchess said Netflix should know by now that even her sycophantic sucker squaddies can't save this car crash from herself. Her silly little vanity show ranking is beyond shocking. Queer Lips of Truth adding, it is finished. Meghan Markle is finished. Failure. And I mean, Tash, these numbers are utterly damning.
I mean, Dan, you watched it. It was bad. I mean, I've watched, well, I lie. I didn't watch no, I did. I did manage to get through all of it in the end. This, to me, was the worst episode because it was Christmas, because it was festive. Meghan managed to ruin Christmas. I mean, we should start calling her the Grinch. She took the joy out of advent calendars, out of wrapping, out of, I mean, even the Christmas crackers. She took putting confetti in Christmas crackers. Nobody does that, Meghan. Why? Because it will go absolutely everywhere, all over your food, in your drinks. Don't do it. Your hostess will not be very happy. But it was really bad. And yes, it was awkward. I'd say there was more awkwardness in that episode than what I had seen in any of the others. She and Naomi Osaka had me wanting to put a cushion over my face like a horror film. Both Naomi came across as really lovely, but the friction, honestly, it was just painful. Those two women couldn't be on different planes if they tried.
More if they tried. Tash, there's been so much bizarre stuff PR-wise from Harry and Meghan this week. Clearly an unhappy couple, as we saw in the With Love Meghan holiday celebration. But I think one of the biggest oddities was this piece from People magazine. Now, we know People magazine is like the official mouthpiece for the Sussexes. I've said it for a long time, but confirmation this week that 20% of the website traffic for Was Never comes directly from People magazine. So, I mean, there's a symbiotic relationship between People and Harry and Meghan. They need to keep People sweet because it's sending potential customers to Was Never. And let's be honest, there's not many potential customers, so they desperately need it. But this article was totally bizarre. Let me just take you through it. The flurry of mini dramas underscores how the couple is still learning to navigate the Hollywood spotlight, after moving to the US in 2020. But friends say they weather it together. It never creates friction between them, a source tells People. They're fully aligned and always operate as a team. It never puts them at odds. While Meghan tends to dismiss outside chatter, what she herself calls just noise, Harry is known to take the commentary more to heart and remains especially protective of her. But Tash, utterly bizarre, given that what the headline reveals is that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are needing a holiday reset.